Hey, this is Trader Travis, and I have an FAQ video for you. Now, 95% of the questions I receive revolve around this theme, people interested in our training programs, and you'll see why here in a second, but I am humbled that it has become more successful than even I anticipated. And the majority of our students are friends of current students because it's spread by word of mouth. But the industry average for options education is between $5 to $9 grand. I paid roughly about $9 grand initially, and then over the years I've invested more. But that's about where it's at. Now, I'm committed to keeping all my programs well below that cost. So any training program I have, it will be below that cost. Now, I set out to particularly target or, really be for beginners and those who have yet to be consistently profitable. Those are the ones I resonate best with because of how simplified our training is. If you're a current trader or someone who's more advanced, I'm probably not the best person for you because I mainly cater to beginners. And so when more advanced traders join, a lot of the stuff seems elementary or remedial for them. And the program that most are inquiring about is the Option Profit Formula Success Academy. Now, this is a virtual home study course, and it is the most advanced training program I have. It teaches everything from option basics as well as multiple strategies we use to generate wealth. It teaches you how to both buy as well as sell options for profit. And that's one of the things that makes it different. A lot of programs you join is either you learn buying options or you learn selling, but you rarely ever learn both. And as I stated earlier, it's a virtual home study course, so it's hosted online. You get started immediately. There's nothing for you to ship. It's self-paced. You review the trainings pretty much on your own schedule when it's convenient for you. And then we also have bonus live Q&A sessions. Now, what we heard from students is that like half of them never even asked a question. And when we ask why, they say, well, all the questions are answered in the training, which we've done a good job of being intentional about doing that. However, if you have any additional questions, often we have a bonus live Q&A sessions where you can do that. Now, before I move on, I want to point out something that it's always annoyed me, the statistic that's floating around that, 90% of traders fail. And if you type into Google what percent of traders fail, you can do your own research and read article after article of all these statistics, ranging, from pretty much saying the majority of traders fail. Now, I always believe that, either that was a myth or that something could be done about it. And so when I created the program, I set out to make the program different. I set out to prove that statistic wrong, and I'm humbled by the fact that I've been able to do that. Now, in 2011, I sent out a survey to all the students who enrolled in the program and said, hey, have you made money with what we're teaching you? At the time, the success rate was about 50-50. So half of the students made money, half didn't. And so that already had a 5-time higher success rate than industry average. Because if industry average saying 90% fail, that means only 10% succeed. So at that point, we were already 5 times higher than the average. But based on the standard I hold myself to, that was a little unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. So what I did was reach out to those who lost money, and I worked on making the program better. Now, I do this survey roughly about every 2 years, and here you can actually see the actual survey that I send out to students. And I say that, hey, the industry norm says 90% of traders lose money. I created my program to change that. Have you made money this year with option trading, either paper or real? Because we have several students, some are paper trading, some are trading real money. And so as you can see here, a little over 60% said they made money, and roughly 30-something% said they lost money. And if you scroll down here, you can see just some of the answers here. These are just actually 2 people who lost money. So this first person said, haven't made the effort to paper trade and do not have a real account to trade with. The second person said, I've made and lost money, and I have not made money consistently because whenever I make a large sum of money, I get excited, then I lose all my winnings. I am still paper trading, so I haven't lost any real money, so that's a good learning experience. Thanks for all your help. I'm going to be one of your next students on your Hall of Fame soon. Happy holidays to your family. Now, I reach out to all the people who fail. I congratulate those who succeed, but I really put my attention on those who fail because I want to do something about that. And so the 3 reasons actually, there's only a few reasons why people gave for losing money. You can see some of them here is lack of time. They either put in no effort. Life happened. It happens. People pass away. Kids get sick. Things happen. Another reason was people said trouble managing emotions. and then chasing bright, shiny objects. So those are really the only 5 reasons people gave me. Some of them I can do something about, others I can't. I can just try to motivate people, the ones who put in no effort. But, there's not a whole lot I can do. I can't stand over people's shoulders at home and then, make them put in the work. Now, probably our most successful one that I can think of off the top of my head, student within this is this lady here. She says she bought the course in May of 2012, and she made her first trade in July 2012. She's been selling covered calls and cash secured puts, and she makes her trades, and she doesn't stress over assignment of the stock being exercised. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. But here's the more important part. I will surpass 100 grand in profits within the next month or two. Not bad for a stress-free trading style. Thanks for all your help. Now, she is trading my least time-intensive strategy. It takes roughly 10 minutes once a day or once a week, really depending on how you choose to trade it. And it's actually my favorite also. So this is pretty much one of the more successful students that I've seen. And so my goal is to get this win ratio. So the majority of our students already make money. But, my goal is to get that ratio up to about 80 to 90% success rate. And so I still have a little bit more work to do. Some people tell me I'm unreasonable. I should be happy. But, as Steve Jobs said, the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. So my commitment to you is, as well as all my students, is that I'll continue doing my part to help you succeed if you do everything within your power to succeed. And, then we'll have a perfect union of accomplishment and success. And so, let me move on. I don't want this video to be too long, but the program is mainly, the strategies actually in the program are for people who want to add to their income without taking on a tremendous amount of risk and without giving up their lifestyle. I am not a super aggressive person. I am not into getting rich quick, more or less a getting rich slow approach. And we're all about, we at least try to be all about family. So we devise strategies designed for the people who really want to spend time with their family and they don't want to sit in front of a computer all day. The least time intensive strategy I teach takes about 10 minutes once a day or once a week, depending on how you employ it. Then the most time intensive, you could be spending maybe an hour a night going through your charts and figuring out trades like that. So there is a range there. You also don't need any advanced degrees or special skill sets. When I learned this, I was still working at a regular job. So I designed everything. So it's for people who still work, so you don't have to spend a lot of time sitting here trying to day trade and things like that. So if you're short on free time, it's perfect for you. So at least a couple of strategies you can kind of a la carte, review everything and then pick the strategies that take the less amount of time. And it's also for people who aren't looking for that polished professional environment, but people looking for a down-to-earth, kind of keep it real, tell it like it is environment. I am a normal, average guy. Sometimes you'll see spelling errors in my presentations, and I'll laugh at it and change the ones I find. But if that kind of stuff bothers you and you're looking for somebody in a suit and super professional, probably not the guy for you. After you've been doing your own thing for a long time, you get really laid back. And so we just try to treat people with respect and have fun and try to make money and take care of our families. Anything other than that kind of falls further down the priority list. And as I stated before, I am not a get-rich-quick guy. I'm mainly for a certain type of person, and that's a person who isn't afraid of good old-fashioned hard work. Now, a few other additional questions people generally ask are, how long does it take to finish a course? And that varies. Every student goes through it at their own pace. We've designed it so you can get through the entire course in 8 weeks. But keep in mind, that's getting through it. Consumption and retention are two different things. You'll consume it, but it takes, really 1 to 3 years on average to become a good trader. We put a few exercises in early on. So, within the first few weeks, you'll get proof of concept, meaning you'll practice a strategy and generally make money on paper. And if you lose money, we're always there to see if anything went wrong, because losing money is a part of trading. So just because you lost money doesn't mean anything's wrong. So you generally can get through the course in 8 weeks. But again, it takes roughly about 1 to 3 years to become a great trader. Next question is the members area interactive with other members in the program, or is it just Q&A with Travis? Yes, we actually have a community forum where you can post questions and touch base with other students. And sometimes students even form study groups with each other to help each other learn the OPF, or the option profit formula strategies that we teach within the program. Now, if you want to learn more, get on the wait list and you go to opfnews.com. None of our programs are available to the public. We don't believe in just selling stuff to strangers and sending them on their way. So we want to get to know you. We want you to get to know us and see if you're a good fit and if we're a good fit for you. So it's all only available to people on a private email list, and you can go to opfnews.com to get on that list. Now I want to move on to cover some of the other frequently asked questions I get regarding general trading questions as well as broker questions. So you take care, and I'll see you in the next video.